that are specifically related to your general safety. The best thing I can tell you, the best piece of advice I can share is no matter how much time as law enforcement we spend patrolling your community, biking your community, walking your community, we will never, ever know that community as well as you do as residents. You know what's normal, you know what's abnormal, you know your neighbors, or at least I would hope you were going to begin to know your neighbors. You should know their children. You need to get back to that sense of neighborhood again. It's one of the things that we've lost tremendously in the Northern Virginia region. And this program starts to rebuild that in many, many of our neighborhoods. That sense of neighborhood helps protect you, because when you know your neighbors, you know their children, you know the routine, things that happen that stand out will stand out even more so. And that's when we ask for you to call us and let us come down and look at what it is that you're seeing. As law enforcement officers, we see things very differently than the general public. In most cases, when we approach a situation, we are planning for the worst possible scenario. And in most cases, we're pleasantly surprised by it not being what we may have initially thought. That is what we do. Let us do our jobs. The last thing I want is you as citizens going out and challenging people in your community and putting yourself in harm's way. That's our job. That's what you pay us to do as taxpayers. Let us do our jobs. You're there to get us from where we're at to where we need to be at a key point in time. And that's what the programs focus on. It's making you aware so that you can be part of that solution. You can be part of keeping your community safe, preventing crime, and taking whatever criminal element that might be in your community and moving it somewhere else. I make the regular joke all the time with many of my communities is in 19 years of doing this job, I've realized that wearing this badge, I'm never going to save the world. But what I can do is save one community at a time, and we will continuously push crime until it leaves our area, until it leaves our community, until it leaves the county. And as we constantly push, eventually it's going to go other places. The sheriff was right on point. Sergeant Zuliger was right on point. We got ahead of the curve with the gangs. We paid lots of attention to them because we knew they were coming. And in many cases, they've moved on to other places where they're not gaining the same attention. That same approach works with generalized crime. The more attention we pay to it, the more times you call, the more times we arrive and show up and do our jobs, the more these individuals would take their trade somewhere else. That way, it's not victimizing the citizens of our community. I encourage you, if you have community watching your area, neighborhood watching your area, that you get involved. Our programs are very simple. In most of our neighborhoods, we do not actively patrol the neighborhoods. In our profession, I've realized that there is no way I can, in good conscience, ask you to go out and patrol your neighborhoods and potentially put yourself in a situation that kills more than 100 law enforcement officers a year. What we do is we train you to be the eyes and ears of your community, teach you how to communicate with us so that we can be there for you when that time comes. We do this through the education, we do this through the awareness. With regards to business safety, if there are business owners that have businesses here in Loudoun County, we have a program for you also. It's called Business Watch. We take the same positive concept that we've used over and over again to affect change within the community, and we apply it in the area of businesses. We do that by keeping you aware of business trends, crime trends, anything from bad checks to forgeries to counterfeit money. We can come out and we can provide you and your employees, or you and your group of employees, or a group of businesses, education, which will help deter crime. The easiest way to do that is through education. I cannot stress that enough. The more you know about what's taking place, how it's taking place, and how to prevent it, we sharply reduce the likelihood of you being victimized. We have a number of programs that we do through our crime prevention unit. I encourage you, if you want more information about what we're doing, how we do it, and you want to become involved, that you go to the Loudoun County website, go to the Sheriff's Office section. We have an entire section of crime prevention. There's Neighborhood Watch newsletters that are there that you can read about the information that we put out monthly through the Neighborhood Watch newsletters. You can enroll to join that so that you get it automatically via your email. The website also encourages you to join other things that we have that are available to you to find out about crime in your neighborhoods. Things such as citizen alerts, where you will automatically get information every day about crimes that have taken place overnight. We don't keep this information secret. We want you to be as informed as you possibly can so that you can make positive choices that prevent you from being at the wrong place at the wrong time. The only way you can do that is by being informed. The last component is crimereports.com. It's a website that we enroll in as an agency, as well as numerous other agencies across the country. Through this website, we download information each night, and it's a searchable database. You can put in your address and search to see what types of crimes have occurred in your community. We started this back in April of last year, and the database goes all the way back to April, so you can search over the last month, the last week, overnight, and find out what's occurred overnight. The only thing I will caution you about the database is it gets downloaded at 1:30 a.m. each night. So if the event took place after 1:30, it's not going to be downloaded until the next night. If you have information, if you have questions, I encourage you to contact our unit to find out more about what is going on in your community, find out how you can be part of making positive changes within your community, because that's the easiest way to fight crime. If we take it one community at a time, and through the partnership between law enforcement and the community members, we can make positive changes. This program has proved effective over and over again in communities across this county. When we rewrote the program and made it more education-based than it previously was, we jumped from 22 neighborhood watches to 80 neighborhood watches within a year. The public likes the program. Every community that has it, people show up, they get the introduction, they see what we're doing, and they show up again and again and again and again. We have communities that can't get enough of the education. We can't keep up with it. There's 2 of us for 80 neighborhood watches. In a lot of cases, we're teaching classes almost every night of the week in communities across the county. So we encourage you, please be part of the solution. Please become part of the community. We have to get beyond the thought process that we need only be concerned with our little square of grass that surrounds our homes. We need to start thinking as a community again. We need to start thinking as neighborhoods. Feel free to contact me. If you go to the county's website, go to the sheriff's office section, and look in the adult crime prevention section, you'll find my email address. You can contact me any point in time, day or night. I carry a BlackBerry everywhere I go. I avail myself to my communities. Send me an email. In most cases, you'll get an email directly back, either answering your question and or telling you it's something I'm going to have to research and giving you an approximate time I'll be able to get back with an answer. I'll be around for any questions as part of the forum, and I'll also be around after the meeting if anybody would like to speak to me directly. Thank you very much, and again, thank you for your time.
Judy McCary from Frank Wolf's office. Congressman couldn't be here with us tonight, but I wanted Judy to just share a few words about the efforts that Congressman Wolf is doing at the federal level to help us out on the gang issue.
Thank you. I thank Lori for setting this up, and Sheriff Simpson and his staff for doing such an outstanding job to solve this crime and work on continuing to get